Hi guys, my name's James and I'm the co-creator of this group, and I just wanted to give you a few of my opinions on some of the topics that have been raised in the group so far. In this, the first part of the blog, I'd like to talk to you about something that's very close to my heart, and that is the misuse of disabled parking permits and disabled parking bays. Hopefully by now you'll have had a chance to check out the video that we posted here a few days ago. It's of an American news channel reporting on the seizing of fake disabled permits, some of which had been completely faked, been paid for, and the wrong address had been given, so on and so forth. Others had been used by relatives of disabled people that were not in the car, and sadly some permits had been renewed after the person's death and used by their relatives. I have known of this in my own family. My father used his own dead mother's permit. Unfortunately, his attitude was one of, well, I have a disabled son, so I'm not really breaking the law, am I? Well, actually, do you know what, Dad? Yes, you are. Because she's dead, it's illegal. Hello? Before I finish up, I would just like to say that I do acknowledge the small part that I played in this. The fact is that I knew he had a disabled badge, I knew that it used to belong to my dead grandmother, and I let him get away with it. I should have reported it, and the fact is that I didn't. And I will always feel a great deal of guilt for that, because it's wrong, and I should have reported him for it. I've heard people say, oh well, it's a privilege, you don't have to park as far away as we do, blah 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 blah. Well, my attitude is, when you do eventually have to use a wheelchair yourself, you'll know why we have those spaces, and why we need to use those spaces, and why, yes, okay, my parking space is maybe a little bit closer to the ATM than yours is, but at the end of the day, at least you have your own two legs and you can walk on them. I think personally that the government need to do more with regards to letting people know actually that doing this is a crime, because at the moment I don't honestly think the message is getting through. But also as well, I think they should make people more aware of how easy it is to report such a crime, and I think if they did, if people knew how easy it was to report the misuse of a blue badge or a disabled parking space, more people would do it. And if they knew that it could be anonymously or whatever, then more people would do it. And if people who do misuse blue badges and parking bays knew that it actually carried a prison sentence rather than just a fine or whatever, then there wouldn't necessarily be a need for such a group as this.